What's good, YouTube? What's good, my good people? We are back with yet another video. You already know we're gonna keep these videos coming every day, so be sure to hit the like button. You already know it. I hope we get in the algorithm. I'm gonna keep saying that because you guys been showing support, but y'all gotta keep showing that support, man. So just make sure you guys do that for your boy. And if you are new, we like to look into creepy, strange videos on the internet. So if you do find that interesting, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button also. And y'all already know what we like to get into on this channel. So we got a lot of good clips for today. So stay tuned, grab your snacks, buckle up, and let's get right into it. Real quick, shout out to Jeanette for this clip right here. She sent this through TikTok. If you do want to send clips to me, you can send them through TikTok by following my TikTok. Let's get right into it though.
I walk with my husband Michael and hold hands. It's like a whole new world for me. Just walking and holding hands. Something that one of our fellow Americans for years could not do.
What kind of shit is that?
Distinguished guests and men and women of the finest military in the world. Most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah. Michael and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's deployed today. All of you have performed extraordinary service to our country.
Hell no!
I walk with my husband Michael and hold hands.
I thought it was Michelle Obama. Who is Michael? Michael is Michelle Obama.
The rules in this fight are absolutely absurd. Jake Paul is fighting Mike Tyson with rigged rules. First rule is Jake Paul gets to wear headgear like an amateur boxer, while Mike Tyson gets no headgear. Second rule is insane. Jake Paul gets to tag in Logan Paul, his brother, to fight Mike Tyson 2-on-1. Like what? 2-on-1 jumping Mike Tyson? This is not WWE.
Exactly.
The third rule of this fight is that Jake Paul gets to weigh as much as he wants to, while Mike Tyson has to make 165. This next rule is just ridiculous. There will not be any performance-enhancing drug testing for Jake, which means that Jake will be able to fight on any performance-enhancing drugs that he wants to. Against Mike Tyson with his brother, how is that fair? Mind you, Mike Tyson is basically 60 years old. Jake Paul just has all of these unfair fight clauses on Mike Tyson, and honestly, it doesn't even sound like it's a boxing match. He's tagging his brother, he gets to wear headgear, he gets to take steroids if he wants to. This sounds more like WWE than a boxing match. The rules in this fight are absolutely absurd.
So he get to take steroids. Like, dang. They're making it seem like Mike Tyson like a superhero or something. Like, that's crazy to me. It should be a fair, he asked to do this. You know what I'm saying? So you know what he was up against. Like, I don't even know why they able to even do all of these rules. I feel like that's just not fair.
Looking at the body of your ancestors. Yeah, man, this is the blood of the Titans, the blood, the bones, yeah, man, the cartilage, all that, family. This is the body of us. Remember I told you that they destroyed Tiamat. They killed the Titan Tiamat, used her body to create the earth and her blood to make this form of man, this mankind that you currently have on earth. Well, family, here's more receipts for you, okay? Please don't believe that these balls are just crystals made in the earth by some weird process. No, family, that's not what this is. Crystals are the blood and body of the giant trees and the giant beings that once inhabited this realm before the fall, fam. Yeah, you're looking at the blood of Tiamat, the blood of the Titans, fam. Look at that. I mean, that is straight meat. There's nothing else to call that, fam. That looks like any type of steak with the striations in it, all the stripes and stuff like that. That's literally what this is, family. The blood of your ancient ancestors. Ashe. Family, I told you that we are these same people now in a new form, in a new body. They might have destroyed our original gigantic titanic forms, but our souls are still titanic. Nothing's changed in that aspect. And now that we're moving closer to center, we're activating those Titan genes that were locked down when they genetically manipulated us after the murder of us. You see me? After they did this to us, where we got petrified after being buried in the earth. You see me? Our blood is gold. That's why they call it gold veins. The silver, it's all our blood. The blood of the earth is also the oil. It's a massive family. It's literally our bodily fluids in different forms that they're using to power their world. Looking at the body of your ancestors. Yeah, man.
I agree. I do agree on that. Like, I feel like it was way taller than we is now. So we feeling frequency, and now we not as tall as we used to be. So we not as powerful too, right? But dang, that's crazy. This is interesting. So this is how they make their crystals and stuff like that from the planet, obviously. Again, shout out to Jeanette for these clips. Appreciate it. And if you do want to send me some clips, follow my TikTok. I'm gonna say that once again. Follow my TikTok. All right. We got some more clips. This is from Unlimited Truth 369. Let's see what you got.
Tell Leave Vision or Tell Live Vision. And remember, the people who own the media, Operation Mockingbird. This is one that people should look into. 1960s. Operation Mockingbird. They took over all the media. It's a 3-letter agency who took over all the media. So any person in which you're downloading information from through the news, which is north, east, south, and west, on all the realm, they're trying to tell you a vision or tell you a program or program your mind with nonsense. And it's always fear, like I said. It's always this crime and it's always this and always this happening over here. Never positivity. Your regular scheduled programming. That's exactly what it is. You have now turned on for your regular scheduled programming. We will now download this information into your mind so that you will consume it and go, yes, I obey. I obey. Just like the movie They Live. If you guys ever see that, where he starts taking off the glasses and he puts them off and he's going back and forth and it just says, obey, consume, obey. And it just keeps going through, fear. And then it shows all the reptiles, which is a whole other topic. Tell Leave Vision or
Which
Tell
is a whole
Live
other
Vision.
topic. Crazy, right?
The dark side of SpongeBob is actually pretty scary.
Pearl's father is actually the whale we see in the jailbreak episode in season 9.
Exhibit A.
But he's actually in there for killing his wife, aka Pearl's mother, after he tried to flee from the scene. Before getting arrested, Mr. Krabs stumbled across the crime scene and the carcass of the mother whale and baby Pearl left all on her own. But here's the disturbing part. When a whale dies, its carcass can fuel an entire ecosystem. And so Mr. Krabs, overcome with excitement and greed, sees this as an opportunity to make a lot of money and comes up with the idea of the Krusty Krab restaurant. Adding pieces of Pearl's mother into the Krabby Patty formula as the secret ingredient. But here's where it gets really dark. Mr. Krabs only adopted Pearl as an alternative meat supply in case he runs out and is trying to isolate her from her father and friends. Could this be the reason why he spoils her with so many gifts so that she doesn't end up leaving? Throughout the show, Mr. Krabs always expresses how once his daughter is fully grown, she's going to go off to college. When in actuality, what he means is she's getting butchered, cooked, and served up to customers.
Man, there's a part of me that hopes this is not true. Stay weird. The dark side of SpongeBob is actually...
Oh my god, an earthquake! Oh my god, an earthquake! Get in the thing! God, an earthquake!
Craziest thing about a mirror is that if you were to look in the mirror right now and make an L with your hand like this, it would also appear as if there was an L in the mirror. But if you were to keep that exact same L and just turn around and try to show someone behind you, this would not be an L to them. This would appear backwards. And that's the thing. Mirrors don't mimic the real world. They invert it. An L in the mirror is backwards in the real world. And it's not just mirrors. It's any reflective surface. So puddles, windows, all of these things are the inverted versions of reality. And the most mind-blowing thing about this is these types of reflective surfaces are the only ways that we ever see ourselves. Looking at a reflective surface is the only way that we know how we look. And since these reflective surfaces invert reality, this means that we've only ever seen ourselves inverted. Everyone else in the world sees us as we actually are, except for us. We will literally never see our own face in person. We will never know what we look like in real time. The closest we'll ever get is photos of ourselves from the past. Try to think about how you look right now. Whatever you thought of is probably inverted. Craziest thing about a mirror is that if you were to look in the mirror right now and
that's interesting, I'm not gonna lie. She got a point. Dang, I never look at it like that.
The construction of the airport also required massive amounts of earth moving, which created a system of tunnels and multi-level underground structures. According to the airport's official explanation, these were intended for a high-speed automated baggage handling system that never actually worked. However, some conspiracy theorists have proposed that these subterranean levels serve a far more sinister purpose, and this is where our reptilian friends enter the scene. Now let's take a detour into the world of the bizarre and the unexplained, the reptilian theory. The idea, popularized by conspiracy theorist David Icke, posits that shape-shifting reptilian aliens control Earth by taking on human form and gaining political power to manipulate our societies. Sounds like something right out of a sci-fi movie, right?
Yeah.
But here's the connection to Denver Airport. Some theorists believe that the underground tunnels and multi-level structures beneath the airport serve as a secret base for these reptilian overlords. The construction of
You can't hide nothing from the chosen ones. These people think they slick, they little ticky tricky.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm back today with another one, and today we'll be talking about the wedding of Anu. You guys have to understand the Anunnaki main job is to conquer and destroy planets. At one time, Earth was the newest planet in our galaxy, and all the Anunnaki wanted hands in. Anu would then come down from heaven and find the dragon princess on Earth. Anu married a dragon named Antu, and this was his first wife. She was the Earthborn. Anu was from the skies. Anu and Antu would then have Enki. Enki would be the first hybrid on our planet, half Anunnaki and half Draconian. Now Enlil had a different mother. She was from the sky. She wasn't Earthborn. It was Anu's wedding that brought all the Anunnaki down here, or the fallen angels. After Anu's wedding, the Anunnaki supposed to go back home. They just came down here to kick it with us for the wedding. But instead of leaving, they seen that the females was fair, and they took women for themselves. The Anunnaki would run to the mountains with the Draconians and have kids with them. They supposed to did this behind Anu's back, but Anu was the one that brought them down here. The Draconians found out that they was getting manipulated by the Anunnaki. Now Enlil ruled from the sky, while his brother Enki ruled over Earth. Enki would be what you call the mama's boy. He shared all his secrets with his mother. As a kid, Enki was picked on by the Anunnaki for being a hybrid. Enki and Enlil would always bump heads. So one day, Anu told his grandson to go slay the great dragon. The Anunnakis was mad, and they wanted Marduk to pay for this. But Anu excused him and said he's okay. Nobody's touching my grandson. Now this pissed Enki off. He enraged now. Y'all have to remember, none of the Anunnakis are related to the Draconians, but Enki, through his mother Antu, which was the Draconian princess. Enki had to choose a side, to be with the Anunnaki or the Draconians. He picked the Draconians. Enki and his kids would begin to fight now. Now Enki realized that the Enlilites had giants on their side. The giants was from Enlil. These giants was messing the Draconians up for a long time. They was winning the war. Enki gave his kids weapons to defeat the giants. This the same story of David and Goliath in the Bible. Hands on, David couldn't mess with Goliath. He was a giant until he made a slingshot and hit the giant in the head and slayed him. So Enki gave his kids weapons to defeat the Anunnaki. The dragon princess would then divorce Anu. She knew that if they would kill her grandmother, they would kill her, so she escaped to the center of the earth. This would mess up the Anunnaki and the Draconian peace treaty. For thousands of years, the princess dragon been in the center of earth. She's been waiting patiently for her baby dragons to clean up the invaders on the surface. When Enki and his kids done cleansing the world will go back to the princess dragons. They are the original Earthborn. This same story is found in the Bible. Adam had 2 wives, with his first being Lilith. People say she was an evil serpent. She was actually just part of the snake tribe. And then Eve would come in the picture and get kicked out the garden. These the same stories, y'all. Y'all go read about Antu. She the dragon princess. Peace. Peace and abundance to all.
I believe dragons are real. I'm not gonna lie. That's just my opinion, though. Alright.
Now, see, the Draco can't stand the sunlight, so they've had to go underground for thousands of years, and this is where they've remained, operating things from behind the scenes, doing what they love to do, and that's experiment, create abominations. You understand what I'm saying? Technologies that can dominate the original man and woman and oppress them. They yearn to get back to the Orion constellation from which they come. But if they poke their heads out and attempt to try it right now, they're going to be destroyed. These UFOs that we see, we mistake these UFOs as being somehow connected to them.
My bad, y'all. Y'all know, like, I get to laughing, man. Dang, why did this AI sound so, like, realistic? You hear his voice? The bro sounds so realistic. That's crazy.
Directly, but they're not. They're probes. They're drones, looking for the remains of these Anunnakis that are transgressed. Study. For the more you study, the more options you have, and the more options for more power. Now see the Draco.
So is this soap? What is this?
Natural soap. This is natural soap that you're looking at. Okay. Pure soap. Okay. So when they want to get some soap to bathe, they just go and pick it from a tree. It scrubs it had like so good, like if dead flesh is on your skin, it take it off. Eczema, anything. Natural soap.
So this is a natural soap. Wow.
Physics, metaphysics, mind science, technology, it works in tandem with your metaphysical abilities, because when you have the velocity of non-ether collaborating with the carbon body,
how is he doing
that's
that?
Your spiritual abilities start to come online. Since we in the sun cycle, and the sun cycle is being galvanized by an influx of coronal mass ejections. So this is where you get telekinesis, psychometry, clairvoyance, intuition. This is where you begin to have abilities of levitation if you're tapped into a certain frequency. So it's not a coincidence that this man in prison, you know, you also can't negate the fact that a lot of people with these spiritual abilities, you know, they're locked up in prison, but they use their gifts for something that was basically malevolent. You know, they use it for a negative frequency. So, you know, a lot of times, you know, when you face hardship, when you got to go in that mirror and you got to do that shadow work and you got to face those traumas, sometimes those spiritual abilities come online when you at your worst state. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, in order to tap into that frequency, it's got to be one of those things where you have to experience the dark night of the soul to tap into that frequency.
Listen, Gohan, you have to get out of here now. You don't have a say in the matter.
But Goku, we can't leave. If you think that your little friends can escape me, you're sadly mistaken. Krillin, look out!
This is the last.
Oh, he put it stingray. So shout out to Limited Truth 369 for these clips. Appreciate you, man. Now clips for me. Let's see. Alright, throw this in there. You really think he getting a haircut? That's crazy. He really get it. He think he getting a haircut. Wow. Nah, this dog is a character, but that is funny.
Listen, they think that they slick. The truth is always in plain sight, right? Look, y'all. the Airbus A300 that nosedived to bring space weightlessness to Earth. Think about this shit, y'all. Just watch this video. Now, I want y'all to understand that they do not have to be in space to be weightlessness.
They is not in space, y'all. They not. They might just be on the water, to be honest.
Now, I want y'all to think. What if NASA just got their own plane and they just do this? Just to show y'all, yo, we're in outer space and they just go high as shit. Listen.
Investigate The Simpsons for this.
The Simpsons did it again.
Mute it so I don't get copyright. Mm. Mm. They predicted everything. Mm-mm-mm. At this point, it's not even a prediction. It's the truth. Everything they put in the show is going to happen sooner or later.
Things you should never have seen. China has unveiled world's first invisibility cloak. Water pouring out of a tree.
That's natural. That's natural.
Ants build bridge to wasp nest.
We're not like it was pouring out the tree, but trees supposed to give water not that fast. That'd be amazing.
River meets ocean. Birth of a new island. Things you should never have seen.
Of the video, he shows a CD or a disc. He immediately draws the geometric shape of an oblate spheroid. We can see how he separates the oblate spheroid with a disc that has a hole in the center. Then, below, he draws a circle immediately painted completely black. From this black circle, rays come out and 3 rays pass through the hole in the center. Below he writes, still. What of the possible meanings of this black circle may be the black sun? He draws reliefs on the edge of the hole and writes North Pole. And above this hole, inside what would be the celestial vault, he draws a star, the polar star or Polaris. He marks 2 points and connects them in a circle and writes equator. He draws 2 lines that go down from the polar star to the 2 points. The lines form a triangle. He highlights 2 of the rays coming out of the black sun and also forms a triangle, but vice versa. And he writes, as above so below. It's one of the 7 principles of Hermes Trismegistus. It appears on the Emerald Tablet and then in the Kabbalion. He erases the intersections and draws the sun and moon. And he makes a gesture of rotation. He draws 2 arrows to show the distance of the moon and the sun. Both are 3,300 miles or 5,310 kilometers away. Then he measures the diameter of the sun and moon, being the same with a diameter of 32 miles or 51 kilometers. He draws continents on the surface and on the other side as well. He points both sides and writes, saying, below he writes Summerland. He draws rays coming out of the black sun and writes Northern Lights. The center of the drawing is equal to the Mason symbol, which is a square and a compass. He points out the ray coming out of the black sun toward the moon, and then he erases the face of the moon. He makes signs explaining that the sun doesn't light up the moon. Who does it is the black sun. Of the video, he shows a CD or a disc.
Yo, okay. Do you guys think the Earth is flat, or do you guys think the Earth is round? Let me know, man. I feel like it's hollow or flat. That's what I think.
Do you remember the mysterious Craigslist man who posted an ad in hopes of finding a woman to share a cosmic conception with during the 2017 solar eclipse? I do, so let's talk about it. The 2017 solar eclipse was all the rage. Imagine the April 8th eclipse, but on steroids. When the list of cities where totality would be visible was released, so many people wanted to go to those cities. Those cities were booming. Being from the San Francisco Bay Area myself, I remember everybody wanting to travel up to Oregon. The entire Oregon coast was going to be packed with people. I tried booking an Airbnb months in advance, and they were already sold out. There was no space available. There were endless amounts of Craigslist postings, people in hopes of finding people to rideshare with, backpack hiking, RV, people who wanted to walk from California to Oregon. There were also people wanting to find blanket shares, people that would lay out a blanket on random lawns and grassy areas to just view the eclipse with. This eclipse was a huge spiritual moment for so many people. That's when the mysterious Craigslist man decided to shoot his shot. He copy and pasted this exact ad under many forums on Craigslist. He described himself as a 40-year-old European male with strong and pure heritage. He says that his looks, strength, and knowledge are 100% pure and lethal. He was looking for a worthy female with strong genes, beauty, and smarts. He was hoping that this woman would accompany him to watch the 2017 total solar eclipse. If there was chemistry, he wanted to make love while the eclipse was happening. He then goes on to say that during totality, they would both have simultaneous O's, which would lead to conception. He mentions how his member would be aimed up towards the stars and the alignment. He was hoping to conceive a child that was on the next level of human evolution. He didn't forget to mention at the end how illegal, illicit substances are okay, and just one request that she must love cats. Sometimes I think about this and wonder if he was able to get that cosmic conception his heart so desired. I'm just messing with you. I pronounce it organ. I'm sorry. Do you remember the mysterious Craigslist man who posted an ad?
Have y'all heard about the polar vortex shift has went into reverse and now is spinning backwards? This can cause major and drastic weather pattern changes. As now the polar vortex has hit us with a Uno reverse card. Yes, to the point to where now there's even flowers that's growing in Antarctica. If you don't know, that's a sign of climate change. This is literally the reason that movies like The Day After Tomorrow, the whole script about climate change and the polar shift going in Uno reverse. Also, the movies like the 2012. I remember how the movie started where he said the Antarctica was melting, the ice sheets was breaking up, and something had went in reverse. But we praying that's not the case though. They said from everything from El Nino calculation patterns to sea ice sheet covers may play a part in this major Uno reverse card in the weather patterns. But y'all, let me know what y'all think about this polar shift Uno reverse card in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
So Alexa is out here said that people is going to die on April 8th.
Hey Alexa, are we gonna die April 8th?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, unfortunately, yes.
Hey Alexa.
What? What does she mean by that?
I didn't do nothing Puffy did. Yeah, no, it was just so excitement. There's so much excitement that there was no reason for me to put something in our drink.
Oh my goodness.
I need you to remember. I need you to remember this. Huh?
The foundation.
Yeah. I didn't do nothing Puffy did. Yeah, no, it was just so excitement. There's so much excitement that there was no reason for me to put something in our drink.
Oh my goodness.
I need you to remember. I need you to remember this. Huh?
The foundation.
Yeah.
Still 50 don't like him. So I'm looking at this ladybug in my room. It's a gray ladybug. What is the meaning behind it, y'all? Somebody let me know in the comments.
Tomorrow's the total solar eclipse. Is the world going to end? Should we go outside and look at it? Should we stay in the house? What's going to happen to us? All the people that's waiting for the world to end, you're going to be waiting for a long ass time. Nothing ends in the universe. It's all about growth and cycles. What's taking place is judgment. All you have to do is step back and look at the world and say, is the world supposed to be this way? If you could point out the things that's wrong with the world, then you should understand those are the things that's going to change during the solar eclipse. You are not supposed to go to work all day. We are not supposed to stress. We are not supposed to be homeless. Everything that's wrong with the world is going to change, but people still waiting for something else to happen. God, this is all about judgment. They say X marks the spot, and that's why it's going to be an X over America when the solar eclipse. Something is about to get wiped out. This X can mean America is going to get wiped out, or it can mean something in the system is about to change. You cannot just do whatever you want on this planet. You have to follow a certain order. We had the 42 laws of Mayet to make sure everything go right. But somehow, some way, we broke all these laws. Once you start breaking these laws, judgment have to take place. Where do you think the court system came from? Those are fake judges and fake laws that have nothing to do with us. We are natural people. We are spiritual people. Breaking spiritual laws is worse than breaking physical laws. But everything's about to change. You will see more natural disasters because these natural disasters is coming from the spiritual world. But somehow, some way, people got it confused, thinking these heart machines can do more than nature. Not true. Nature really wanted to. Nature can destroy all these heart machines in CERN. While people are looking up at the solar eclipse, there could be other things going on around you that you're not paying attention to. Always use your third eye so you can see all around you. This solar eclipse is going to wake up more people spiritually. This will be a physical event, but behind the scenes, something great is going to take place. This matrix is being controlled from the astral plane. So a lot of people are going to get their light body codes when the solar eclipse take place, and they're going to understand we got to go back into the astral plane if we want to change the physical world. This is why the solar eclipse have phases. You have to go through these phases before you can be light again. Remember, everything comes from darkness. They made us fear the darkness because if we fear it, we won't go back. And if we don't go back to darkness, we can't change nothing in the light world. The light world is the matrix. Once you get your light body codes, you can change everything in the physical world. Remember, X marks the spot. Something is going to be deleted in the matrix. So if you're sitting back waiting for the world to collapse tomorrow, the world to end tomorrow, you're going to be disappointed because the world going to go on, but the system is going to fall. But if you are connected to the system, you're going to fall with the system.
Facts. Want it.
Alright everybody, here we go. Before I even get into it, I'm gonna say this. The realm that we live on is called Atlantis. This realm used to be a beautiful place, bro. The world really used to look like this, bro. And the whole planet they got enslaved, all this shit. I'll let y'all know that before I even talk about the eclipse. Alright, so the eclipse, right? Some people say we get our powers on that day, stuff like that. And about the powers, bro, we already coming online. When you get on a video and you record, that's your power right there. Bro, we ain't supposed to know this shit. We ain't supposed to know that the Marvel movies is based on real life. We ain't supposed to know inside our genes and shit like that. We really like Marvel type people. The announcer coming out talking about they shooting rockets and shit, right? On the eclipse day. Bro, I already came out and told y'all what rockets is in another video. You feel me? So y'all know they lying about that too. So yeah, this just a short video about it. Me personally, bro, I can't 100% say what's gonna happen. All I can say is, bro, the sun is getting ready to shoot us up with some photon energy. I don't know what it's gonna do. It may knock the power out or whatever. I don't know. Or we might even activate and turn up around this motherfucker. You feel me? But these are my thoughts on it. Alright everybody, here we go.
Stop wearing glasses. The longer you wear glasses and cover up your eyes, the thicker your glass gets, because your eyes become worse. Your brain will adapt to the new thickness of the lens, and the eye will start to work less. Your eyes are muscles. You need to train them to become stronger. You're blocking the sun's rays from getting into the eyes. Whatever is in your visual field goes into the brain, and then the brain will then affect the central nervous system. So whatever you see is having an effect on your whole body. This is why they don't want you looking at the sun anymore, because the sun's rays can actually heal the eyes and heal the body. This is why they promote sunglasses, because sunglasses block the sun from entering into your eyes and awakening your pineal gland and stimulating the body's electrical nervous system. So when you watch the solar eclipse tomorrow, you don't need to wear glasses, just watch it with your eyes. Stop wearing glasses.
Peace to the gods and goddesses. It's important that tomorrow you go outside and you reap the benefits of this solar flash and consume all that energy, soak up all that cosmic radiation. It's also important to make sure that you don't do it in a large crowd. Some individuals' neurophysiology may not be able to take those ionized particles, and some people, I'm going to be 100% honest, may have a psychotic breakdown. You have to remember, everyone not as tapped in as you are, and some individuals are wrestling with a lot of demons. And when these ionized particles come in and this type of cosmic radiation hits certain individuals, they may not have the ability of taking it. They may not know how to take it or facilitate that energy as well as you do. This electromagnetic energy does have an effect on us, okay? This is why you see a lot of birds laying down on the road and stuff like that. There's various videos of birds laying down. They operate in conjunction with the electromagnetic grid of the planet. So with this cosmic energy influx coming in, it is, unfortunately, it's affecting the grid, which does affect certain individuals' neurophysiology. So you just have to be cautious in regards to being in the midst of large crowds. I would view the solar eclipse in my own privacy if I were you. Okay, and that's just my recommendation. You could do what you want. You know, everybody has their own will. You know what I'm saying? But personally, I wouldn't be viewing this in a large crowd. Some people have animalistic traits. I would avoid shopping in places like Walmart, you know, large crowds, Publix or Kroger's or Tops, whatever supermarkets is in your area. I would try to get all of that stuff now. You know what I'm saying? And take that, you know, because it's going to be a madhouse, especially during the hours hours in which the eclipse happened. It's going to be a lot of people. It may be a lot of road rage. I would avoid driving. You know what I'm saying? I would make sure I get all my running out the way now, so you can avoid being in the street and being amongst people, because it's going to be a madhouse out there. I'm not going to front. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a madhouse out there, because these ionized particles, there's a lot of individuals that have animalistic traits and aren't going to be in a position to facilitate that energy correctly. Peace to the gods and goddesses. It's important that tomorrow you go outside and you reap the benefits of this solar flash and consume all that energy, soak up all that cosmic radiation. It's also important to make sure that you don't do it in a large crowd. Some individuals' neurophysiology may not be able to take those ionized particles, and some people, I'm going to be 100% honest, may have a psych.
My bad, y'all. The ladybug got on me, so I just wanted to show y'all that. I'm gonna replay this clip real quick.
Psychotic breakdown. You have to remember, everyone not as tapped in as you are, and some individuals are wrestling with a lot of demons. And when these ionized particles come in and this type of cosmic radiation hits certain individuals, they may not have the ability of taking it. They may not know how to take it or facilitate that energy as well as you do. This electromagnetic energy does have an effect on us, okay? This is why you see a lot of birds laying down on the road and stuff like that. There's various videos of birds laying down. They operate in conjunction with the electromagnetic grid of the planet. So with this cosmic energy influx coming in, it is, unfortunately, it's affecting the grid, which does affect certain individuals' neurophysiology. So you just have to be cautious in regards to being in the midst of large crowds. I would view the solar eclipse in my own privacy if I were you, okay? And that's just my recommendation. You could do what you want. You know, everybody has their own will. You know what I'm saying? But personally, I wouldn't be viewing this in a large crowd. Some people have animalistic traits. I would avoid shopping in places like Walmart, you know, large crowds, Publix or Kroger's or Tops, whatever supermarkets is in your area. I would try to get all of that stuff now, you know what I'm saying? And take that, you know, because it's going to be a madhouse, especially during the hours in which the eclipse happened. It's going to be a lot of people. It may be a lot of road rage. I would avoid driving. You know what I'm saying? I would make sure I get all my running out the way now, so you can avoid being in the street and being amongst people, because it's going to be a madhouse out there. I'm not going to front. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a madhouse out there, because these ionized particles, there's a lot of individuals that have animalistic traits and aren't going to be in a position to facilitate that energy correctly. Peace to the gods and goddesses. It's important.
Alright, y'all, man. Hope you guys enjoyed that video right there. I'm sending peace, abundance, prosperity your way. You already know we're gonna keep these videos coming. Also, tomorrow is April 8th, the solar eclipse day. So get out, get outside, get some of that sunlight. Don't be afraid, because that's not gonna do nothing but heal you or upgrade you, or, you know, give you some good energy. So don't be afraid of the sun. Get out there in that sun tomorrow. And I know I'm definitely doing that tomorrow. Indeed. Make sure I get some rest. But with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.